Hey, what's up, guys? It's Luke. Thanks for watching Luke the Gathering. I have my next Innistrad Crimson Vow draft booster pack, and we're going to open it like we're drafting it, and we're going to see what cards I would take first and next, and so forth. And of course, you can play along and see if you agree or disagree and have things in a different order. So just kind of going through the cards. Evolving Wilds, Kindly Ancestor. We're going to go see what the rare is, because that's going to be the most fun thing. We have a Falconwrath Forebearer. And what's this? This is a vampire. It can't block. It is flying, though. 3/1. Whenever Falconwrath Forebearer deals combat damage to a player, you get to create a blood token. Now, if you pay black and sacrifice 2 blood tokens, you can return Forebearer from your graveyard to the battlefield. Not even to the hand, to the battlefield. So, got a day-night token and a forest. So let's see what else we have here. We have the Heron of Hope, Grizzly Ritual, Evolving Wilds, Kindly Ancestor, Markov Retribution, Ollenbach Escort, Radiant Grace. It does transform. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. Alright, so I think we talked about it before last time, but this is a Prince format. And a Prince format is where the rares are just way better than the common cards, and there are many sets like Midnight Hunt where the commons were just as good as the rares to draft in limited, and in many cases even better. In this case, it's not that. I think we'll take Falconwrath Forebear first. It's cool. It's a flying creature, costs 3. The only bad thing is it can't block, but the nice thing is it can make blood tokens, and if it's in the air and they don't have anything that can block it, you're going to get those blood tokens, and even if it dies, you can return it from the graveyard, which is pretty awesome, and it's not even to your hand. It's right to the graveyard. Or, right to the graveyard. Right to the battlefield. So that's where this goes. That's a really nice one. I'm going to take that first. And I think I have an idea what I'm going to pick next. I'm going to pick next the Grizzly Ritual. It's kind of expensive. It's a 6-drop, 5 and a black. But it is removal. You can destroy target creature or planeswalker and create 2 blood tokens. So, removal and blood tokens. A nice combo. They're kind of expensive. Maybe I wouldn't have taken that second, but maybe I would. I like this one a lot. I'm not sure how much other people like it. It's the Kindly Ancestor. What a nice looking card. It's a creature spirit with lifelink. 2/3, so 3 toughness is actually good. I probably would actually take this second. You know what? I'm going to take that back. I'll take that third. I'm going to take this second. It's a creature spirit, disturbs. So if it dies, it gives something else lifelink. That's really nice. And only costs 2 to do that. So I would take that and then the ritual. And then we'll go on to pick some more things. I think the next thing we'll take is the Heron of Hope. It's a flyer. Creature bird in white, 3 and a white, flying. If you would gain life, you gain that much life plus 1 instead. I don't know how much gain life stuff there is in this format. I mean, there's a little bit, so that's a little bit helpful. But the nice thing is Heron of Hope gains lifelink until end of turn with, white and 1 and a white. So, this can attack for 2. If it's not blocked, you're actually getting 3 life on top of that with them taking out 2. That's pretty good. So I would say Heron of Hope would be a nice 4th pick for me in this one. And then what? Wow. I've never actually tried this card, but it looks kind of interesting. It's only 1 white, Radiant Grace. Enchanted creature, gets +1/+0 and has vigilance, so that's not the best thing ever. But when it comes to the battlefield, you enchant the player and creatures enchanted player controls enter the battlefield tap. So that means it can't block when they come in, and if they have haste, they can't attack Might be interesting. I don't know how good this card is. It's something I would give a try. I don't know if it's great or not. I'm going to give it a try. I think next we'll take the Evolving Wilds. There's all sorts of things that you could, want to splash into decks in this format. And Evolving Wilds, of course, is something that helps you to do that. Gets your basic lands into your deck. Yeah. Nothing much to say about it. Evolving Wilds has been a staple card for a lot of formats. So Evolving Wilds coming right in as the next card picked. Wow. The rest of the cards, I guess we'll go with the Wanderlight Spirit. We had this in the other pack, actually. It's flying, can't block flying, or it can only block flying, not block. It can't block things on the ground. So 2/3, pretty good stats in the air for just 2 and a blue. So I would take that next. I think it's a pretty decent creature. And then let's go with the Wedding Invitation. This is nice because you get to draw a card. You can also make a creature unblockable. And if it's a vampire, you even get the bonus of having that vampire get lifelink. So maybe a little bit of life back for that. I think next up we're going to take the Skywarp Scab. It says flying. When Skywarp Scab enters the battlefield, you may exile 2 creatures cards from your graveyard. If you do, draw a card. So possible card draw. It's a 2/5 for 5. I don't know, 3 and 2 blue. Kind of expensive, but really nice toughness stats there. Take that. I'm not super stoked about the rest of this pack. I guess we'll take Crushing Canopy. This actually came in pretty useful. It just instant kills flyers, but also destroys enchantments. There are a lot of enchantments that are running around in this format. So I'll take Crushing Canopy. I actually took it and mained it, and it did fine. It did what it was supposed to do. I guess we'll have this little 1/1 body next. Olenbach Escort has Vigilance, and if you sacrifice it, you can give something else. +1/+1, lifelink, and indestructible. So, hey, that's actually not too bad for a little 1-drop there. Then we'll take the Ridge Wolf. As long as you control another wolf or werewolf, this gets a +1/+0 and trample, so it's a 3/2 trampler. Then we'll take Sheltering Boughs. You get an enchanted creature. You get to draw a card. It gets +1/+3. And then Markov Retribution will pick last, I suppose. Creatures get +1/+0. Or target vampire you control deals damage equal to the power of another target creature. You have to have a lot of vampires in order for that part to work. So I guess if you're going to have a lot of vampires, I'd pick this a lot higher. I actually tried to do this, but vampires get picked pretty quick. Some of the vampires that are not picked that early are pretty weak, so dealing damage equal to the power, sometimes it's not what it's cut out to be. So we'll pick that last. Let me know what you would have done, but here is the reminder of what I did. We're starting with the rare Falconwrath Forebearer, then Kindly Ancestor, Grisly Ritual, Heron of Hope, Radiant Grace, Evolving Wilds, Wanderlight Spirit, Wedding Invitation, Skywarp Scab, Crushing Canopy, Olenbach Escort. This is the one card I think maybe, now that I've read it a little better, maybe I'd have this a little higher. Hungry Ridge Wolf, Sheltering Boughs, and a Markov Retribution. And there it is. Actually, you know what? I'm going to move Olenbach up. I'm going to move Olenbach right before Radiant Grace. How about that? Yeah. I feel like that's something I would take much higher than I had it initially. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll do another draft pack real soon.